Greg Putnam, and
My
I'm
name's
joined with
Jill.
my friends Jillian Doria and Caitlin McLean. This is our third installment of Tool Talks. We're going to start with Caitlin.
Yes, okay. So I'm going to start talking about a wonderful app called eMaze, and it's basically like PowerPoint and Prezi where you create presentations. It includes many interactive templates that you can just choose from. It's free. You just create your account and you put anything you want on it. And these templates include both 2D and 3D images, and yeah, you can put all your information on it.
So you said it's a free app. Are the templates free as well?
Yeah, all you do is you sign in and you have hundreds of templates that you can choose from, and they can go towards what you're talking about also. Like if you're talking about a news article, they have a template where it looks like a newspaper page, and it's just really interactive with the flash videos on it. The features of each template have a lot of details.
Cool.
I can see how that would be like intriguing for students because they'll get the actual feel of a newspaper if they're looking at that.
Definitely. And it's a lot better than PowerPoint because it's really easy. It's cloud-based, so it's available anywhere you want. You can just pull it up. They have a feature where you can translate it into different languages, all of your information. It can be pulled up on multiple devices, and you can pull it up on any browser. And again, the designs are awesome, and they can engage your students and keep their attention because they don't have just 2D, they have 3D designs.
Nice. I feel like I might use that in my future classroom because I kind of feel like PowerPoint's getting a little too boring for students nowadays.
Definitely.
Okay, well I'm going to talk to you about a tool called TouchCast. TouchCast is a way that gives students a virtual news center and the ability to integrate videos into the web experience. It allows them to create their own book talks and look up information on video. It kind of reminds me of YouTube a little bit because they have at the top of the screen, it shows you a most recent video. And then, it's also free. You use your email and password to sign in. It gives you a relevant video on the top screen and a bunch of categories that you could find videos to relate to in your classroom. Some of these categories include for education, around in the community, for business, and more. And then they have also featured videos at the top screen, and you can also look up your own video, well, not your own videos, but you can look up videos that you want something relevant. If you're doing a unit on butterflies or something in your classroom, you can type in butterflies with relevant videos to share with your class. So it wouldn't take you that long to find them if you couldn't find it under the education box. And it's really just an experience with the web and the video. And you can also make your own videos. And I feel like that would be really interesting to students, because they just love the idea of incorporating technologies. That's something that they're used to with the education, and being like, if you could broadcast your own news on a single topic, it would be really interesting to them.
I have a question for you. Is it only available on computers?
No, the great thing about it is that you can use it on your mobile too. I believe there's an app where you could just use the website. So you could take your video on your own phone and on your desktop and look up the videos. So if you had iPads in the classroom for a day, you can use that as well too, I assume.
Awesome.
Cool. Now you said it reminds you of YouTube, right? So is there a way to kind of edit the videos?
Yeah, students are able to, like, they give you, the website has an information page and like a step-by-step to find out more information on TouchCast, and the students can edit their voice if they're editing like an audio level, the microphone. They can cut out, if you're stuttering a lot or a student's nervous in a video, they can cut out excess information that they don't need. And it is a lot like video because you can share it and you can look back at your own videos that you made.
Nice. Okay, well that kind of brings me into my tool, which is called VideoAnt. It's a web-based video annotation tool, and it's actually integrated. It's actually greatly integrated with YouTube. So you go in and you sign in, and you can sign in using your own email and create your own account, or you can use one of your accounts that you already have on social media, like your Facebook or your Twitter, or even your Gmail. The videos that you create are called little ants in the website, and all your ants are stored on a dashboard, which is called your ant farm. And if you, like I just said, if you signed in during your GP or your Google Plus, then the little ants that you create using the tool are automatically updated or uploaded to YouTube if you want them to be. I will say this though, you can sign in as a guest, but there is limited access to them, and the videos that you create with the ants really aren't saved onto your ant farm. You just get a little email about how you can view them when you're done, and then you can't edit them anymore. So if you do use this tool, I recommend that you sign in using, you create an actual account, or you use one of your previously owned.
I have a question for your app. Can you sign in as a guest, or are you required to make an account?
You don't have to sign in as a guest. I should have clarified that earlier. You can if you want to, if you just want to experience the tool, or if you just want to kind of get like a test the waters type thing. But you don't have to. You can create an account and go through like the whole process of signing the terms and conditions and getting the verification email and all that type of stuff. But you don't have to. I do recommend that you do though, because this is a pretty cool one. Or you can use Jill's tool that she just talked about. But when you go to the website, you'll sign in, and then they actually provide you with step-by-step tutorials about how to use it, how to integrate it, some of the different annotation tools that you can use if you do decide to actually use this.
I like that it gives you step-by-steps, because I'm not that tech savvy with taking videos of myself or anything like that. So it gives you like a kind of like an outline that could help students as well. So as a teacher, when you're up there, you don't have to go over the directions once. They can look over it as well multiple times and have something to reflect on.
Yes, they can look it over as much as they want.
Cool. Well, I have another application that kind of is similar to Ant. It's called Zaxxon, where you can transform videos that are pre-existing and put captions on them and questions, and basically also annotate videos. And the only thing you need for it is high-speed internet, and it works on all browsers. And you can either choose a free version or the pro version. The pro version allows for more advanced qualities of the app. You can create, you can actually require your kids to answer the questions, and when your kids do answer the questions, you can download the responses to a CSV file, and it requires them to log in if you want to take their questions down. But if you're not in the pro version, or if you're on the free version, you don't really get to see your kids' responses. But it's definitely an awesome app in order for kids to critically think about a video and for you to be able to track their progress. It's a different form of an assessment, different than your standard pen and paper test.
Nice. So for mine, mine you're allowed to sign in as a guest. Are you allowed to sign in for yours? Or do you have to have it?
You aren't required to have a login, but if you do want to track your students' answers, you should require your students to log in. That way you see what kid answers what.
Yeah, it's interesting. I like the assessment that's not so traditional, and it makes them like think about it if you just wanted a question on like a topic you were learning in class, or excuse me, like a article you were reading, something like that, just like as a concluding statement.
Definitely. It kind of
not and like break away from the normal routine.
Definitely. It kind of reaches out to kids who are more visually inclined to, because personally, whenever I watch a video in class, say history, for example, my teacher would play the history, like America, the story of us, and I actually did better on my essay than I would have if it was just my textbook, because I remember the video and the examples from the video a lot better than standard lessons. The videos really, really help me remember the information, because personally I'm a visual learner. So seeing it up on the screen helps me exponentially.
And then I have another tool to talk about that is called Crafty Extensions. And it's basically a website that shows you, like, that gives you the extensions that if you download this app, gives you for Chrome.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just ways that teachers can extend Chrome, and even presenters, speakers, and other people, anyone who's really using the web, like any website, whatnot. But so there are 3 ways that you can extend Chrome. One is called Crafty Text. And when you have Crafty Text, it displays the large text in the center of a screen. So some teachers could use it for writing any like keywords, web addresses, and class codes, like anything like that. And I find that that would be very helpful because students sitting in the back of the room, if you write the website that you want them to go to on an iPad or something, and they can't see it, and they're asking what that letter is, if they can't, and it's just bolder and it stands out more, and I feel like it would cause a lot less conflict. There is another one called Crafty Level, which shows you the flash kindergarten reading level of any web page. So you could have an article pulled up or a reading, like a short story, and it'll give you the reading level that it's supposed to be for. So as a new teacher, that would be very helpful because if you're in a 4th grade classroom and you're not 100% sure if someone should be reading at this level, it would give you more of an idea on if it's too hard or too easy for them to read. And then there's one called Crafty Writes, which forces for all searches and all, like, for searches of all images to return to ones that can only, like, images that have no problem being shared or used. So that helps a lot with the copyright situation, because as a teacher, it also narrows your work, so you won't be accused of just, even if it's a picture that someone doesn't want you to have, they won't, like, it won't show you it, so then it kind of just cuts out the middleman there with you required to do all the work on it and copyright it and cite the sources, whatnot. So it just makes it a lot easier for that.
I have a question about it. If you were to have any issues with it or you need to look up any questions, how would you go about that for the company?
On the web page, there is a Contact Us box that you could do, form you could fill out, where it requires your name, your email, and the question you have, and they get back to you as soon as they can. And it's great because if you're not understanding fully what one of the extensions was, or you're having a problem downloading it, or anything like that on your computer or whatever device you're using, then it would be beneficial definitely for that.
Oh, awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that is our Tool Talk 3 episode for our Tool Talk series. If you missed the first 2, don't worry, they will be in the description box below. Today we talked about Crafty Extensions, we talked about Zaption, Emaze, VideoAnt, and TouchCast. Thank you, Caitlin and Jillian, for joining me this week, and we look forward to seeing you next time.
Thank you.